So those of you who watched that Georgia-Alabama national championship game, what a great game, packed with, pro talent, potential pro talent on both sides of the ball. Alabama has been there so many years at the top. Georgia was able to dethrone them yesterday for at least a year. Hats off to them for doing that. Also, hats off to Alabama for playing a great game. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was I was watching the Nick Saban, his interview after the game was over with the reporter. And I noticed that usually in games like that, the coach of the losing team, they usually tip their hat to the team that wins. I noticed in Nick Saban's interview, though, he didn't seem like he wanted to give credit to Georgia at all. In his interview, he talked about how he had players injured. He talked about how they didn't play good. He talked about how Alabama played good for 3 quarters and they just lost the 4th quarter. He talked about how they beat Georgia before earlier in the year. So he really wasn't going to mention and give credit to Georgia at all until the reporter asked him a specific question about that. I thought that was kind of lame, that he would not give credit, didn't really want to give credit to the other team. I'm thinking maybe it's a thing about recruiting. He doesn't want to make it seem like they got handled by Georgia. This might sway recruits one way or the other. But you got to give credit where credit's due. I thought this was, kind of like not a good thing by Nick Saban. I mean, you've won a bunch of times, man. Man up, give the other team credit. They handled you, they beat you. Give them credit where that's like the first thing you should have did in your interview was talk about how well Georgia played and that they got the job done. So I just was kind of disappointed in that way about he didn't really want to give credit. Didn't seem like it until the reporter specifically asked him about it. And like I said, maybe that's about recruiting. Maybe he doesn't want to make it look like in the eyes of recruits, like give Georgia too much credit. But just wanted to mention that. Thank you.